Hello, and welcome to the Productivity Clock product demonstration. This video will be more detailed than the product video and is intended for the dual purposes of demonstrating the feature set and assisting in product setup after purchase. So let's start by showing you what will appear on each user's computer when you activate the Productivity Clock. You see this little widget in the bottom right hand corner. That is the Productivity Clock and will serve as a gentle reminder of internet activity. Next, I will show you the admin panel so I can demonstrate how to activate the Productivity Clock, and then we can go through some customization settings. For the purposes of the video, this computer you see on your screen is a monitored user. We know that because the timer appears. But I am also logging in as the administrator to show you the various settings and how the timer works. To restate, in this example we are both a monitored user and the account admin. This will likely not happen in your organization, but it could. It just makes a much shorter video to do it this way. Okay, so now you are looking at the admin panel and have selected the Product Selections tab. You should know that the default setting is always going to be monitoring in the stealth position. So to activate the Productivity Clock, select this button and all monitored users in your company will soon see the timer widget. The default setting for the timer is time counts up, so you really don't need to do anything else to activate the process. The remainder of this video will show you how to customize the settings based on your preferences and special needs, both of your entire organization or of a particular management group. Let's select the user now and then look at the various timer settings. These can be done for each user individually based on their job needs, or it can be done by group policy. I will show you group policy settings later in the video. Here we have the default setting of $9.99, which means no limits for the week. We're going to change that to create a limit for the week, or really a goal. And at the next synchronization, you will see the timer change a bit. Notice that the Count Time Up button is selected. You can unselect that and the timer will start at the goal you established and count down to 0. It really doesn't matter which you do, it's just a matter of personal preference. If and when the timer nears the established goal, the monitored user will get some pop-up reminders of the approaching goal, and then the timer will begin to change color. First to yellow, then if the user decides to keep browsing, the timer continues to count but changes to red. At the time the goal is exceeded, an automatic email is sent to the monitored user's manager or the account admin, depending on how you handle your company structure on the left side of the admin panel. The Productivity Clock will continue to accumulate, but access is not restricted, and the manager or admin will not continue to receive notifications. Okay, let's quickly look at some additional settings by clicking on the Advanced Settings tab. Here you can set untimed periods. For example, an employee may want to come in very early or stay very late, and you generally want to time only 9 to 5. In this example, 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. is going to be untimed. All activity will still be monitored and reported for security and liability reasons, but the user will not be charged time on their productivity timer. In this example, before 9 or after 5. Be sure you verify the time zone setting for this user is correct before trying these settings. You can also handle the weekends as weekdays, or weekends are always untimed. You might even want to put in some soft restrictions in place for time periods when access is discouraged or there is no real reason to use the computer for their job during that time. In either case, the computer is not locked, but an email will be sent to that user's manager or the company admin, again depending on how you set up your company. Well, you say, there are certain sites that I really want to encourage my employees to be on. Spend a lot of time there. No problem. We recognize that small company employees may have very similar job descriptions, but larger company employees will have job descriptions by management groups. Therefore, we allow you to have untimed sites for each management group. So let's select a manager here, and then select the Untimed Sites tab. Here you will have space for up to 50 untimed sites as determined by that manager or admin. Most customers only have a few. Let me show you how to configure untimed sites. For example, the system reads the URL of the web page to determine untimed or not. So let's type in mail.yahoo.com as an untimed site. Maybe not the best example, but I want you to get the idea. What that now means is that anyone in that management group will not be timed when looking at Yahoo Mail, but they will be timed on all other Yahoo sites. Did you see the timer disappear? And now it will reappear. If you want to allow all of Yahoo to be untimed, then you would change this setting, get rid of the word mail, and make it yahoo.com. Therefore, any of the pages on Yahoo that had the string yahoo.com somewhere in them, that's probably all of them including mail, will be untimed. A caution though, do not make it too short or you can get some unintended results. For example, if you typed in just oo.com in the field, then the site uvu.com would also be untimed. Uvu is a video chat site. In this example, your users could video chat all day without being timed. Okay, I mentioned the group policy settings earlier. For example, if you have lots of users and you want all of the users to have the same settings, then you can apply common settings. Just hold the Shift key down and select all the users you want to configure. Then right-click on one, apply Common User Settings, and this screen will come up that will allow you to type in just the settings for that group that you selected, and it makes it a lot quicker and simpler. To stop the timer, all the user needs to do is minimize or close the browser. If the user frequently forgets to do this, we have two safeguards. You can use this setting in the admin panel, and after this amount of time of inactivity, the timer will stop. It will be started again whenever activity resumes. Also, in Internet Explorer, the browser will automatically minimize after a default setting of 10 minutes, or if you right-click the little icon in the bottom of the screen, you can customize it to your own preferences. Also, these settings will allow you to further customize your look and feel. There are lots of ways to manage the productivity clock. You can do nothing at all, and the timer simply continues to count up, timing all sites and serving as a gentle reminder of focus, or you can completely customize it to your particular organizational needs. What has always happened for our customers is an immediate and massive recapture of time to use however you want. I'm sure you're already thinking of ways. There is simply no refuting that your employees will be more focused and recover enough time to do their jobs even better just because of a simple awareness reminder.